Hello everyone, welcome to Taurus Science, and today in this video I will be talking about the transit of Jupiter in the sign of Pisces in the retrograde motion for all the 12 ascendant signs, and which is going to take place on 29th of July 2022 till 24th of November 2022. Few days back I made a video on this retrogression of Jupiter which is going to take place in the sign of Pisces in a detailed manner, that what does it signify and how to implement it in our life in a more detailed manner. And if you have not watched that video, then you must watch that video, because it will help you understand that how to use this transit in our daily life in a more detailed manner, because that will be helping us understand the significance of this particular transit. And in this video I will be talking about the impact of this retrogression of Jupiter which is going to take place in the sign of Pisces, and Jupiter's rules over the sign of Pisces, correct? So it will have a deeper impact for every one of us. So I have made this video and for all the 12 ascendant signs. So it is a request for every one of you that watch the video in accordance to your ascendant sign first, and then watch it from your moon sign, because ascendant sign will give you that how give you the results regarding how it is going to impact you physically, the manifestation of result physically, whereas moon sign will give you the results in accordance that how it is impacting you mentally. Okay, and anytime if you want a consultation from me, check the links in the description section, and you can mail me directly through my email ID and connect with me with my Facebook and Instagram account. So come, let us start. For the Aries Ascendant people, Jupiter is the 12th lord, and Jupiter is retrograding in the 12th house itself. So it is a wonderful time where Jupiter is indicating that in order to have the best of the spiritual experiences in your life and spiritual growth and happiness, there are certain things which you need to work upon. There are certain desires or something which is holding you back and not allowing you to experience the best of the spiritual experiences. So you need to work upon those things, because this Jupiter will allow you to face those kind of things, and where you will be able to work on it and ultimately be detached of these materialistic things which are holding you back and not allowing you to experience the best of the spiritual growth. So here Jupiter will help you out, and ultimately when you work upon those things, it will not only help you to learn spiritual wisdom, but also meet your preceptor or guru, or it means it can be in any form. You may feel that I can learn spiritual things, and which can ultimately give you happiness. 12th house is also the house of isolation, faraway lands and solitude. So that means you may also feel to move to some faraway place in the search of peace of mind, and that can not only give you a new way of living, but also experience the world in a more of universal love and form. So that is only possible when you set up the things which are holding you back, which is acting as a baggage, extra baggage. So here Jupiter is giving you a chance to live the life in a new form. It is just like a new life, and setting of the things which are actually unwanted, which are actually not required, or certain things which you may feel that this was the last thing which I wanted to happen. So work on those things, and ultimately your life will be more free from unwanted things, and you can experience the best of the experiences in your life, and so you can learn the spiritual wisdom and ideas also. So in this particular transit, so make the most out of it. For the Taurus Ascendant people, Jupiter is the 11th lord and transiting through the 11th house. And I will say it is one of the best transit to have retrograde Jupiter as the 11th lord transiting through the 11th house, because this is the time not only it will open the ways for getting more gains and fulfillment of desires in your life, but also maybe suppose you are working on certain projects, and that projects are not working for anyone else. So you will be the person who will crack the project, who will give your best and make the work done in your friend circle, in your network circle, or in your suppose you are working in any kind of place which is related to big organizations or multinational company, or you are a project leader, or you are working under some in a network or in a group of people. So you will be the person who will lead from the front, and you will give the best of the ideas, and your work will be done in the most wonderful manner. So this is a very good time, I will say. Not only that, this will also open ways, some new kind of innovative ways where you can work upon the things which can not only give you the new ideas but also gains wealth and good health also. This Jupiter will look directly onto your fifth house, so it is also a time when, if your dasas are favorable, then this can also lead to gains from speculative business and speculation also. So make the best out of it. For the Gemini Ascendant people, Jupiter is the 10th lord and transiting through the 10th house in the retrograde motion. So, I will say that being the 10th lord, it will definitely bring up some new opportunities in your career and in your profession up front. And since it is retrograding, so certain works related to your career or your professional area, or your relationship between your superiors and and authorities may come in front of you, where you need to work upon those things. But since it is the house of career, karma, your professional environment, so any work which was not given so much importance in the past, those kind of things will come in front of you, and by this energy of retrograde Jupiter, you will be able to clear the job in a most beautiful manner. And this is a wonderful time where you can work on the things which other may not be able to do, and you will be doing it in a more better manner. And because those things which are not given importance by other, those are the areas where you can capitalize and you can get the most out of it. And this is, and by that way you can get more name, fame and reputation at your work sector. So make the most out of it. And since you will be giving more importance to this kind of stuff, so since Jupiter is opposite to the fourth house, so this is also a time when you need to bring a balance between your family and home happiness and your work environment and your workspace. This is the thing which you need to take care. Yes, Jupiter will be aspecting your fourth house, so that means you will have a thought process, a thinking towards your home. So you need to also take care that, yes, uh, at your best, that you need to bring a balance, that at how you're giving more time to your home and your work at the same moment. Okay. For the Cancer Ascendant people, Jupiter will be transiting through the ninth house in the house of higher learning, higher spiritual knowledge, your belief system, and it's a very beautiful transit, I will say, because Jupiter significates all these things, and Jupiter is in the retrograde motion in the ninth house. So it is a time of relearning the things which you have learned, the things which you believe, and this is the time when you need to you will get a wonderful chance to um, reassess the ideas, reassess the learnings, and rethink about it. And it is also a time when you can connect with your guru, with your preceptor, and they will be the one who can show you the best of the path. And I will say, if you are a student, or if you are thinking that to take some higher knowledge at some higher places, means higher educational institutions or something like that, then this is a very good time when you can work upon those things. Or suppose if you are already learning something, you are already into some educational institution, then this is the time when you can crack upon the ideas which other may not think about, and you will be doing much more better than others. Okay. And this is also a time when you can have some long distance travels which you might have been thinking from long time. So long distance travels can be a possibility during this particular time. Any hobbies which you might have thought earlier, which you must take off, okay, but you didn't get chance to work on it, this is the time when you can take up the hobbies or anything which you have regarding your creativity in a more creative manner, in a more better manner. Okay. For the Leo ascendant people, Jupiter is retrograding in the 8th house as the 8th lord. See, this is the transit where I will say that proper health care is needed during this particular time. Although Jupiter is the eighth lord, so it has the responsibility to take care regarding your health, but still it is in the retrograde motion, and I will say that after 29th of July, when it will be in retrograde motion, and for the next few months, I will say that if you can take more care regarding your health, and that also in a sattvic manner. Sattvic manner means all the habits and everything which we do in our daily life, it should be righteous, it should be in accordance to dharma, and in a proper sattvic manner. If you can, that is the pure form, if you can do, then that will not only help us in our health but also help us in having a pure consciousness and mind. So that means eating habits should be sattvic, our daily habits should be sattvic. So the habits which are related to sattva guna, if you do those kind of habits during this particular time, this is not only going to help you in spiritual pursuits, but also help you in your maintaining the proper health care, because Jupiter is the eighth lord and transiting in the retrograde motion. So that's the reason it is very much required that if you can apply the sattva guna and their and those habits in your life, that will give you much more better results. And since eighth house is basically the house of moksha trikon, a spiritual house, so this is also a time when you can have more better time learning the spiritual wisdom, spiritual learnings or occult sciences or anything which can require more concentration, focus and research. So during this particular time, you may also get interested towards the ancient sciences, because Jupiter is also your fifth lord. Okay, so make the most out of it and follow the sattvic lifestyle during this particular time. For the Virgo ascendant people, Jupiter will be transiting in the seventh house, and I will say that Jupiter is retrograding in the seventh house. So this is a very good time, I will say, because this will not only make the relationship between you and your spouse, or in any relationship you are, a better one, but also it will solve the problems between you and your partner. Now here partner does not only means the husband and wife, here partner can be your business partner also, here partner can be your anyone between whom your legal bindings are there. Okay, so the things will be much more better, the things will be solved out, or any matter which requires more attention, those things will come in front of you, and you by through your own wisdom will be able to solve it out. So this is a very good time when you can have, suppose if you are a trader or if you are a businessman, so this is the time when you can get more contracts, you may be able to deal with more people in a better manner. So this is also a time when you can have better trips, or have some family trip with between you and your partner, or you and your husband or wife, because seventh house is also the house which is just opposite to the first house. So seventh house also deals with the foreign lands, correct? So this is a time when you can also have some travels. So I will say the make the most out of it this particular transit, because Jupiter will also look directly onto your first house, so it will also increase and increase your intellect, your wisdom, and also good for your health. So I will say that make the most out of it this particular transit. For the Libra ascendant people, Jupiter is transiting in the sixth house as the sixth lord, and I will say that this is a time when you need to have some more learnings, because here Jupiter is retrograding. So Jupiter is saying that certain things you need to implement in order to do your hard work, certain learnings are required, because it is retrograding backwards, correct? So some new smart work, some new learnings should be there, and which can ultimately help you to do your hard work. Since sixth house is also a dusthana house, here Jupiter is also indicating that proper health care is required. At times you may feel that I am getting a bit tired, I am getting getting a bit more used up in my work. My energies are getting more used up. You may feel like that because this Jupiter is indicating that certain things in your lifestyle has to be changed, because those lifestyle changes will ultimately give you better results in your life path, because sixth house is also the house of struggles. So here retrograde Jupiter is not only giving you the chance to work on your healthcare, but also change of the lifestyles. Proper discipline in your lifestyle will ultimately give you help during this particular transit, because Jupiter is also your third lord of efforts. So here Jupiter is saying that certain things needs to be reiterated. So in order to reduce that reiterations, it is required that you do your work, you do your hard work, you do take extra care of your health in a prompt manner, in a disciplined manner. That is what this Jupiter is actually indicating, because Jupiter is not only your third lord, your sixth lord. Jupiter is indicating an aspect on the 10th house of karma also. So your efforts, struggles, and your hard work and your career all are getting impacted by this Jupiter. So more you take care of your health, more you take care of your proper actions, energy, and efforts, it will ultimately help you to for your career building. So make the most out of it and take care regarding your health, and take care regarding your proper thinking, your approach of your mind, and your efforts. For the Scorpio Ascendant people, Jupiter is the fifth lord and transiting in the retrograde motion in the fifth house itself. So it's a wonderful time when you can spend some time with your children and progeny. Suppose, means if you have children and progeny, and so this is the best time to have spend some time with them, because it is a very good time for their progress. Suppose if you are in a romantic relationship or something like that, or if you are expecting some kind of romantic affair, so this is a time when you may come across certain things. But since Jupiter is retrograde, so you need to be a bit wise also regarding how you are um, expecting those proposals and how you are accepting it. Okay, now suppose if you don't have children, if you are normal person, then I will say you that this is a time of relearning also, because fifth house is also the house of creative intelligence, the things which we learn, and the specialized educations. So this is the house of intellect basically. So this is the time when you can work on your creative talents, when you work upon the things which you want to learn, which you feel most comfortable while learning, the things which you feel more comfortable in your life, anything. Now that can be music, that can be reading, writing, anything which you feel more easy in your life, that yes, these are the things which I feel more better. Now that can be sports, that can be anything. Okay, so this Jupiter transit in the retrograde motion in the fifth house will help you out to work upon those things, and that will not only give you joy and pleasure, but also this is the time when you can experience the most out of it, because retrograde Jupiter help you work upon those things which you may feel that others may not do, but I can do it the best. So just this kind of energies and this kind of wisdom you may get during this particular time. So this is not only about the romantic affair or having a better time with the children. This is also a time for any one of us where suppose it is transiting through the fifth house, and this is the time when you can work upon anything which you feel the best, because you may feel that even if someone is not happy, or someone is not in a good state of mind, in the same situation you will be able to come over it, and you will always will be able to find the solution for any kind of problem. So this is a time when you can rearrange the things which you feel that proper, where proper management is required, proper arrangement is required, proper order is required. So you are the person where people may also come to you to ask for the solutions. So you will become a very good problem solver during this particular time. So this is not only a time for joy and happiness, but also have a proper peace of mind. And yes, since it is transiting through the fifth house, so under the impact of favorable dasas, gains from speculation or speculative business can be expected during this particular time. For this Sagittarius Ascendant, Jupiter is the fourth lord and transiting through the fourth house in the retrograde motion. I will say it's a very good transit because this will not only improve the relationship between you and your mother, but also try to bring a proper set of happiness at your homely environment, at the place where you live in a proper peace of mind. It will work on the things which needs to given proper attention, which is actually conflicting with your peace of mind. Okay, suppose anything in the past which had already happened, which was creating some kind of problems, so because of this retrogression you will be having the proper chance to work on it, remove the problem because which you are holding upon you. It will help you out to work on those things and ultimately give you that peace of mind. And since it is the sign of Pisces, it is the time which can, because if you are able to remove those unwanted things from your life, this is also a time which can make you highly inspirational, and very creative at your home environment. This is a time when you can work upon the things at your home. You can beautify your home. Okay, very good time I will say. And secondly, this Jupiter will look directly onto your 10th house, so at your workplace also you will be able to focus more, because when you are happy at home, you have a complete peace of mind, and that is the time when you can work more beautifully at your work environment and get the ultimate success. So make the most out of it. For the Capricorn Ascendant people, Jupiter will be transiting in the third house in the retrograde motion. So I will say it's a good time by the virtue of its transit. Obviously, it will expand your social networking, your social communication and all, and how you communicate with other people, that will be much more wise and that will be much more beautiful. Your relationship between your neighborhood, your siblings and everything will be much more improved. But since it is retrograding and it is in the third house, I will say that don't take up any projects or don't work on certain things which you are not sure of, which whose results you are not sure of, because here people may misuse your benevolence. So regarding that, I will say that the things which you are not completely sure of, don't take up those projects, because it may happen that people may come up to you and ask for your help, and due to your that charitable nature, your benevolence, and you may take up the projects, you must start doing the work, and ultimately you may not get that recognition, because people may misuse of it. Okay, so be very choosy regarding which of the things you are choosing. And if you are working on your own efforts and your own creative talents, it's a wonderful time, because here Jupiter will not only help you out to work on the things which is not required, and work on the things which are actually holding you back for going towards your creativity. It will also help you to find out the solutions which you can work upon and get the most out of your creative talents and hobbies. So it is a time when, suppose if you are a very good singer, if you are a very good musician, so you are thinking that should I start it or not. Yes, this is the time when you can work on the problems, you can remove the problems, you can solve the problems, and ultimately you can go towards your hobbies and creative talents which you feel that yes, you can do the best. Okay, so that's it for the Capricorn Ascendant people. For the Aquarius Ascendant people, Jupiter will be transiting in the second house in the uh, retrograde motion as the second lord. So it's a very good time when you can work upon your finances in a more better manner. Certain things, sometimes it may happen that certain matters related to our economy, our wealth, our storage of wealth or finances create some kind of problems in our life. So this is the time when you can use your wisdom, solve those problems, and have a better mode of storage of your wealth, savings and investments. So new mode of investments or new kind of things may come in front of you, where you may feel yes, this is the idea, this is the thing which I wanting, which I always wanted. Okay, so this is the time when you may also find some new ways of incoming of wealth. Okay, so this is a beautiful time for your wealth management. Not only that, this is the house of your speech, your food eating habits, your family. So this will not only help you to have a good morale, follow your good tradition regarding your family, but also this is the time when if you take up the sattvic lifestyle, that is the sattvic food eating tradition and all, that will also give you very good results. If you can work upon the things which are related to your family in a more better manner during this particular time, this is also going to give you very good results, because since it is the house of family, here Jupiter will also give you the opportunity to work upon the things which can lead to more family happiness, or this can also give you opportunity to have more possessions at your family, because second house also then is the house which deals with the things which you value. So any valuable items or any things which you might have had at your family due to your possession or something like that, so those kind of things can also give you very good results by this transit of Jupiter in the retrograde motion in the second house. So make the most out of it. And yes, if not required, don't make any kind of unnecessary expenditures, because it is in the retrograde motion. So at times you may feel that yes, I can do this expenditure. Rather find a way to do the proper investments. Means any kind of wasteful expenditure should not be done. Okay. For the Pisces ascendant people, Jupiter will be retrograde in the first house as the first lord. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter itself, and it is the 10th lord also. So I will say it is a good time to work on your own personality, work on your own learnings, the things which can give you more wisdom, more intellect towards your personality in front of the whole world. So this is the time when you can work on your health, work on your own personal decision making choices and knowledge. So that will not only help you out in your personal life, but also help you out at your workplace, because Jupiter is your 10th lord of profession and career and karma. Jupiter will directly look onto your 7th house, 5th house, and 9th house. So this will not only improve your relationship between your you and your partner, husband, wife, or spouse, or any relation between you and your business partners and all, but also try to solve the problems between which might had happened in the past. So this is a very good transit, I will say, and you can make the most out of it. And this is also a time when you can learn new things, because Jupiter will aspect your 5th house and 9th house also. Since Jupiter is retrograding and Jupiter is the significator of 5th house, so this is the time when you, if you come across any kind of romantic affair or romantic relationship, so you must be very much careful before accepting the proposals. Be very wise. Yes, some things, some relationship may come across in your life during this particular time, so you need to be very wise before accepting it. And this is also a time of learning, so you can learn new things and make yourself more intelligent and wise. So make the best out of it. So you have seen that how this retrogression of Jupiter is going to impact us for all the 12 ascendant signs, and hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, press the like button and share to your near and dear ones, and you can subscribe to my account if you are new to this channel, and tap onto this notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video you get notified instantly. And your comments are always welcome to me. Please do write to me your opinions and queries down in the comment box, and anytime if you want a consultation from me, check the links in the description section. So till then, when I come back again with another interesting video, I am signing off for today. Thanking you. Bye bye.